What's going on, my Century Unit Galaxy Kingdom? Wow, I haven't used that intro in a long time. Anyway, so what's up, my Century Unit Galaxy Kingdom? It's the Central here. So this is the first time talking about Marvel related since I wrap up the She-Hulk Eternia Law way back in October. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. It's getting a little late. It's my first. You can call it a live stream. It's the first time first time I do a video related to the MCU, talking about the MCU, since I wrapped up She-Hulk Eternia Law in October. So anyway, this video is about me talking about the Phase 5 and Phase 6 of the MCU, and plus the Disney Plus shows of this year and next year. So anyway, it was a little bit late. Trying to keep this 30 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes, and I need some sleep. So anyway, I need to do this. And it's the first time I'm doing it in a live stream talking about the MCU. Mostly I do when I review these the MCU movies and TV shows, I do it audio, me talking behind an image. Anyway, so let's talk about Phase 5, Phase 6 of the MCU movies first, and then moving on to the Disney Plus shows. Anyway, let's see. Share slide. Window. No, wrong one. Sorry, folks. Let's see. I think it's the wrong one. Yeah. This is what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, so the first one I'm going to talk about is from Phase 3. We're supposed to be on Phase 5. So the first movie to talk about to kick off this live stream, it's coming out next month. It's called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And I say the trailer because I saw Megan last week, and it's got what's his name? Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang the Conqueror. That's Nathaniel Phillips' character. He was fine in that series one finale of Loki. Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. I think he's going to be the next big villain of the MCU after Thanos. I don't see this character getting killed off. I think this character, for me, Kang the Conqueror, it reminds me of Fandal Savage. He has that, same presence. They kind of like live, go through time, they die. Anyway, you got the same characters or the same actors for the last two Ant-Man films, like Paul Rudd reprised his role as Scott Lang. Evangeline Lilly as Hope, and then also you got Michael Douglas as Hank, and then you got Michelle Pfeiffer. What's her name? Janet. She appeared in the second movie. Anyway, so you got and also you got Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. And also, I think you got new character. You got Bill Murray. Is it Bill Murray? Yeah, Bill Murray. How Bill Murray's gonna fit into this genre as Lord Krylar? Not familiar with these characters. I think this is not I don't think it's a final movie. I think there's another movie. I think it's another movie. Probably in Phase 7 or something. I don't think they're gonna wrap it up. And also they changed the character of Cassie, because in Endgames it was what's her name? Cassie. It was I think it was Emma Fuhrman, and now it's and now I think in the first movie it was, I think it was the first two movies or the first one or the first movie it was Abby Ryder as Cassie. I think yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah, no. Yeah, in the first two movies it was Abby Ryder, and now in the Endgames film it was Emma Fuhrman. Now it's played. Now the character of Cassie is played by an actress called um Kate was it Catherine Newton. Don't know much about her. See how her performance in this film going to be. She's not. I don't know much about her work. She's been in Paranormal Activity 4. That was in 10 years ago. Bad Teacher. Now she's gonna be in a high-profile film like Ant-Man. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know, man. I don't hate the Ant-Man movies. They're good. I'm not saying they're great. They're good. They're fun, but not anything amazing. Anyway, let's talk about the reprise roles. I heard like Corey. I don't know if Corey Stoll's. I heard Corey Stoll could be coming back as Yellow Jacket. It was good in the first movie. Randall Park reprised as Jimmy Woo. I like Randall Park. My apologies, it's getting late. Anyway, Randall Park as Jimmy Woo. I think he was good, in the second Ant-Man film plus WandaVision. Was it Greg Tukarian as Baskin Robbins? As the one, I don't know who's is it? Is Michael Pena's not in it? I know you got this David Duchovny as Kurt. You're not gonna have Michael Pena? Like I like Louis's character. Louis in that, was it Louis? Sorry, I can't. It's Spanish because it's Spanish. Michael Pena's not in it, unless he's been in a cameo. But fuck me, man. No Michael Pena. Michael Pena for me, I like him. I like Louis, man. Like Louis, with the storytelling, the backstory telling. I kind of like that, in the first two movies. That it's kind of funny, and you're not gonna have him in this movie. In the third movie, he's not gonna appear. That's like, really? I don't get it. So it comes out 17th of February. I can't wait for that movie. It's the first time I see a MCU or Marvel movie since like Thor of last year. And I heard there's some backstory there. We'll confirm that in 2019, Reed and Rudd return as Lufinus was hired by 2020 to develop him, but they were banned to begin filming due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The film and the title cast of new members. It's filmed in Turkey, maybe was it the Quantum Realm? It's called. So anyway, good. I see, yeah, like this good poster, going into the it's the film going into the Quantum Realm. They only appeared it in the second film. They appeared it a little bit, but I think it's the first film they're going into the Quantum Realm. See what this universe is going to be. I hope like Jonathan Majors deliver. I think he's also in a movie that was it third Creed film. I haven't seen the second film, so yeah. That's my opinion. That's my opinion about Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's just a preview. What's going to happen? I saw the trailer. I mean, he's popular. I saw that trailer. He's popular, and you got this. He was used to working at, I think it was a smoothie shop in the first movie before he got fired. Now he's hired. He's got that respect. Instead of like he's like they see Scott as a criminal. Now he's a hero. He's part of the Avengers. Redo the blip after the whole world got blipped after Thanos in Endgames. Anyway, let's move on to the next movie of Phase 5. So the next movie I'm going to talk about is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The first Guardians film for 6 years. Looking forward to it. It's good to see Zoe Saldana reprise her role as Gamora. I thought this is one song for her because she appeared in the End Games, but this is gonna be the time traveling Gamora, the past Gamora. I supposed to be saying, she's the past Gamora because Thanos killed the present day Gamora in Infinity War. This is the Gamora from Guardians 1. This is likely to be a second. I think this is the. I think this is. I seen the trailer. That's sick. I think this is a send off for most of the characters of the show of this film. I think I see it like an interview. Well, because at the time I saw the Avengers, Infinity War, and saw some kind of interview where Chris Pratt says the next Guardians film will be the last. But I think this is going to be the last. I think it's. I think Batista said in interviews that he doesn't want to be Drax anymore. I don't see recasting Drax. I think this is going to be a killing. I think there's going to be a bunch of killing. And also you got Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, part of the Sovereign. I think this is revolved around the Sovereign from Guardians 2. Yeah, you got the normal characters in it, plus the new ones, and you got Sylvester Stallone as Starkall. Oh God, sorry, I can't pronounce it. Stallone is more of a cameo. He's not going to be like a major character of the film. He's similar to his role from the second film. You got Sean Gunn. I think this is directed by Sean Gunn? James Gunn, my apologies. I like James Gunn's films, like Guardians 2, Guardians 1, Guardians 2, Suicide Squad. He's good. We'll get to one second. No comment? Any comments? One second, folks. Oh, what's it? No. Anyway, let's get back. I like James Gunn. He got fired. I thought this movie's gonna be in peril, in purgatory. I thought it's never gonna make because James Gunn's comments from that Twitter, was that retweet Twitter from 2008, I think. You thought, oh, that's the end of James Gunn's career, but instead, he's still one of the best directors of today, of the Guardians films and the second Suicide Squad film. I think there's new characters, like Elizabeth Debicki. Was it Debicki? Mostly from the previous film. So I seen a trailer like Rockets in Love. I think this is a dangerous mission. I think this is going to be a send-off. Yeah, this is likely to be a send-off. I think this is going to might be some deaths, but I think some of the members of the Guardians probably leave towards the sunset. Because they've been there for this is 9 years since the first movie. When I saw that first Guardians film, I kind of liked it. Like the second film. Sorry, my laptop's dying. Chickens. 1 second, folks. Yeah, it's charging. Anyway, so I think some will die, some will survive. I think Drax will probably be dead because, like I said, Batista. I think he said he doesn't want to be. He's leaving. I like Batista as Drax. Batista. I think it was a gamble for him because don't think his acting career was kind of like it's. He's not on the level as The Rock's. But I think that movie made him. that made him, and then he's in big high-profile movies. It's good for Dave. He's acting. Playing the role as playing like this over-the-top alien. And then he's been in like a Bond film and Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead was fine. It was good. He's been in some good movies over the years. It's been 9 years of this film, this franchise. And it says like Gon said, like Center new. They're probably they're gonna focus on new. Yeah, they'll probably do another. I don't know. They're gonna do a second movie. I don't think they'll do Volume 4. I don't know. I think this is gonna be a send off of most of the characters. And don't know who. The main villain is Will Poulter's character. See, I think he wasn't. He's packed on muscle for the role. Will Poulter. Not familiar with his work. He's been in that Chronicles of Narnia film back in 2010, and then he's been, and then I don't know. He's been in Maze. Did he appear in Maze Runner? I think he did. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else. But We the Mill. What was it? We're the Millers. That comedy show. Oh, comedy movie. My apologies. So like I said, it's getting late. Anyway, so. That comes out in May. Another movie I'm looking forward this year. And then next one I'm gonna wrap up the I'm gonna wrap up Phase 6. So the next one's Marvels. And you got like Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel. You got Imran Filani as Kamala from the Miss Marvel show. And Yona Paris as Monica Rambeau. I never liked that Miss Marvel show. I think it was boring, very bland. It was a thin story. Like, I need to rank up the Disney Plus shows to best to worst between 2021 to 2022. I'll probably do it in February. I'll discuss the Disney Plus shows later on. So Monica Rambeau, she was good in WandaVision. It's good to reprise her role. I don't know who's the villains yet. This is going to be a make or break because Captain Marvel film was good. Wasn't great. I think it was a good movie. With the Miss Marvel show was disappointed. It was really disappointing, man. It was thin. It was a very thin story. The villains took a back seat. It was a chore for me. It was a chore to watch. I like She-Hulk. Not all like some of the episodes I like. It's kind of entertaining. Others not so much. But anyway, I'm going to briefly talk about this film because, like I said, I haven't seen it. Don't know when they're going to release the trailer. This comes out in the summer. Probably, I say May time they're going to release the trailer. You got Samuel Jackson, reprise his role as Nick Fury. This is likely to be an account. Might be. I don't know that he's going to be a part of the film or once again a cameo. We haven't saw Nick Fury in the MCU since Far From Home, and he didn't put in Phase 4. I think I'm not too sure. I see him like No Way From Home and Love and Thunder, but not all of the Phase 4 films. I think this is the first that it's the only phase that he's not featured. Because I think Samuel Jackson is a busy man. I think you got the Skrulls. It's funny that there was no Skrulls in the Miss Marvel show. That was a bit disappointed. Anyway, so I'm looking forward how this movie is going to be. I think don't know about who's the villain. So I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna. You got some characters coming back. The pit in the Miss Marvel show, like Mambia, Amir, Yusuf. What's the name? Shit. Kamala's friend from the show. I'm gonna check it right now. Blah blah blah. Bruno. I don't know if he's coming. I don't think he's I don't know. I don't think he's there. I think he might come back. He might be there for a cameo, but I don't think he's gonna be in the film. Yeah. I don't know. You know. I think this. I don't think they'll do a second series, man. I think that's. I think the first. I think the first series did not deliver. The second one. I think they're gonna save Miss Marvel for a future movie. Like I don't know when they're gonna do the Avengers. That's a future installment. Like it's in development. That's the problem. There's no fucking event. Actually, we're talking about the Avengers. Two movies. We'll get to Phase 6. So yeah, to briefly talk about the Marvels, but like I said, no information about it. Like truly information. So moving on to Captain America. 4. The title of this film is called The New World Order. The NWO. For life, brother. This is going to be the first leading movie for Anthony Mackie as what's the name? Sam Wilson as the next Captain America, formerly known as the Falcon. And it's likely going to have Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. I wish they would just call it, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like you're gonna have Emily Van Camp in this film as the Power Broker. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was a good show, man. That was a really good show. Some of the characters, they're gonna have Tim Blake Nelson as the leader. That's the first time in 15 years. 15 years. Or 16 years. It's gonna be released on the 3rd of May of 2024. I think they're gonna reprise the role as someone's gonna be the next the new Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt died. I heard Harrison Ford is gonna reprise it. It's gonna be Thunderbolt Ross. I think it fit pretty well. Harrison Ford. As Thunderbolt Ross. This is not like. Maybe it could. I don't know. They lean up to a Hulk film, but anyway, I don't know who's the villain. I think it's gonna be what's her name? What's her name? Sharon Carter. I think she's the villain. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Is what's his name? John Walker. Actor. John Walker, who's the former known as the I think he's the agent. He was the former Captain America. What's his name? Wyatt Russell. Yeah, that's right. Wyatt Russell as John Walker. I don't know if he's coming to this film. He had Joaquin Torres is there. I think he was all right. He was all right in Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, I'm trying to talk about briefly. Like I said, you have to wait until probably the end of the year. They're going to show these trailers of 2024. I think the two trailers already out for the MCU are Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 and Guardians 3. No trailer for the Marvels yet. So yeah, it's good to see Tim Blake Nelson as the leader. I think he should have came back in the She-Hulk show. But anyway, I think my gut feeling they're gonna do World War Hulk, but don't know. So that's there was 3 films in 2023. I talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, The Marvels. The next one's called The Thunderbolts. Like I said, I'm going to talk about briefly. Don't know much about the character. And yeah, this is really you got Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. I think this is follow up to I think the Captain America film is set up this film. You got Hannah John Carmen as was it Ghostess? She was all fine. She was okay. She was not like a compelling villain in the second Ant-Man film. See how she can do in this film. Most of the characters they got Black Widow. You got Florence Pugh coming back. I really like Florence Pugh as Yelena. I haven't seen that, man. I never got a chance to see that Black Widow film. And in Hawkeye, she was good. I like Florence Pugh. I started to like her movies. As was it Wrestling with My Family? Her as Yelena in Hawkeye. There was one movie she plays like a nurse. I can't remember. I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, you got was it Julia Louis DeWaver? Was it? Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Julia Louis Dreyfus as Valentina Alagua de la Fuente. She played in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think she played in the post-credit scene of Black Widow. Anyway, so David Harbour as Alexei Shostakov. I like David Harbour. In Stranger Things, but don't know if this is they said the Thunderbolts, but they're not focused on. They're not gonna have Thunderbolt Ross in it, so I'm not gonna talking about this film that much because I don't know. Not familiar with the characters. I'm not like a diehard comic book fan. I just watch TV shows and movies. I look it up online. Yes. Yeah. And also you got John Walker. Yeah, about it. USA. John Walker. Wyatt Russell's coming back as John Walker. Makes no sense. I think this movie. I think the Captain America movie is set up this movie as well. It's just like this is Michael fan. I think Phase 5 is gonna suffer. I think this is gonna be the weakest phase. I'm gonna say it again. And then moving on to the next movie, the final movie of Phase 5. That by the way, don't know when it comes out. This is somewhere between I have to say mid 2024. Or summer of 2024. And moving on to the final movie of Phase 5 is Blade, the first Blade film since almost 20 years. The Blade movie was Blade Trinity that stars Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds, Jessica Alba, Triple H. I heard like Mustafa, what's it called? Musala. I'm gonna pronounce it. Mushala Ali is gonna take the role as Blade. I think it's for the best because Wesley Snipes. I think he's too old. I think he's a little old to play Blade. It's been 25. This year is the 25th anniversary of that film, and the sequels. I might review the sequels in the future. Wesley Snipes was. How old is Wesley Snipes? Yeah, too fucking old. I think it's time. I heard like this is years ago that John Boyega was going to be cast as Blade. I think this is going to be dark. This needs to be pushed dark. I think MCU needs to like handcuff the films, let them show the potential of the film instead of like you have to cater in just the kids. I like vampire films. What's that film called? Van Helsing that stars Hugh Jackman. I don't know. I think that was okay, underrated. Some of these movies, like at the time, didn't do well in the box office, but they end up like do well in home DVDs and start to be like they turn out to be underrated films. Anyway, so I'm not familiar with I know Blade, but not confirmed yet. This is likely to be at the end of 2024. So that was Phase 5. So moving on to Phase. Is it Phase? This is Phase 5. 1 second. Hold on. Hold the phone. That's Phase 5. So we'll move on to Phase 6. Okay, Phase 6 of the MCU. Deadpool. First that comes out in 2020. Oh, that's in November. So yeah, this is November, right? Wait, hold on, hold the phone. So this is 2023, 2024. and Blade September. Thunderbolts come out on the 20th. Yeah, this is summer. So the Captain America film, that's mid 2024. This is in the sun. This is also, you could say, slightly mid 2024. This is in the autumn of 2024, and then at the end of the year. Okay, this is Phase 6 will be 2 years because Phase 5 is 1 year. Same as Phase 4 is also 1 year because the longest phase of the MCU is Phase 1 that's lasts for 4 years. The only year took a break was 2009 without any Marvel films. Same as Phase 4. Phase 4, the only 2 years not have Marvel films are 2009 and 2020 because 2020 had the pandemic. Anyway, Phase 1 was 4 years. Phase 2, 2 years. Phase 3, 3 years. And then Phase 4 is also 1 year. This is 1 year. This is 2 years. First time since I say Phase 2 because Phase 3 had 3 years. Anyway, let's talk about Phase 6. Phase 6. Let's talk about Deadpool. Yeah, first Deadpool film since 2000, and this is like first time. Yeah, this is the first time Deadpool in the MCU because the first two movies are part of Fox, and then when Disney got the rights of Fox. I'm having a mixed bag of this. I think this is similar to Blade. They're gonna war it down the films, like we're not gonna get like an 18 plus Marvel stuff. That will just be 12 to 15. I think that's like I wish it's just push the envelope. Just push the envelope. I don't know if Ryan Reynolds is coming back as Deadpool. I think to me personally, I think him as Deadpool. I don't know. I know he's produced. In the last movie was produced and written by Ryan Reynolds. Like it makes no sense to have Ryan Reynolds. He plays that character really well. Like, I like the Taxi driver. I don't want to see Monica Borican as Vanessa. Vanessa coming back. I think her time is done. Check Ryan Reynolds. Is he coming back? Check his video. Check his movies. Filmography? Sorry. It's got to be 2020. Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see Ryan Reynolds coming back. I think. Don't know who's the characters going into. Don't know the characters coming back. I'm going to talk about it briefly. Like I said, I'm going to talk about briefly. Don't know much about the information, the development. But I clicked that as more development of the second movie than the third. Because of the because you could say it's the first X-Men movie. Like the one thing I'll never put like if they're doing an X-Men movie, fine. People say put Wanda Maximoff in that franchise. No, I think she was better off in the MCU than part of the X-Men universe. I don't think she thrives that well. Anyway, so this comes out late 2024. I don't know who. You could have Domino. I don't know. I think Cable's time is done. Don't know. I'm talking about briefly because I don't know the information of it. So you got Ryan Reynolds coming back. You got that's it. Shane Levy is of course directing this film. I think and also I heard rumors like Hugh Jackman's gonna reprise his role as like Wolverine, like first time since the Logan film. That was good. Like, he's in his 50s. Like he's gonna be 55 this year. He'll be 56 next year. So he's in good shape. Yeah, it's good to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. You know, I think over the years they're trying to recast the character, and they can't do it without Wolverine. You can't rely on one character forever, man. You know, I like Hugh Jackman. You know, I think at the time he's been doing it almost 20 years. You know, since the year 2000, he did like multiple movies. He did some cameos in the X-Men films, like in First Class and Apocalypse. I see. I think this is gonna be comedy, but between Jackman's character and Reynolds' character, that'll be fun to watch. Plus, you got the hope you had like Colossus and what's the teenager was it Mega Sonic Warhead? She was, I like her and Wade giving her each other shit, man. That's kind of funny. So moving on we'll get to the Avengers films shortly after this film. Fantastic Four. People crap on the mid-2000s Fantastic Four. I don't like that 2015 film. That was shit. That was disaster, man. But I hope this film skipped the origin. Like, do we need another origin of Fantastic Four? We've seen it, been there, done it. Alex Hyde White is Reed Richards. Too old. Actually, too old as Reed Richards. Give me a break, man. The casting is absolutely off, man. It's still, I think, like I've seen clips of the was it the Doctor Strange film with that Reed Richards. But he's too fucking old for the character. Like Reed Richards supposed to be in his 40s. Or I don't think I say 40s. Like I like good to see what's his name? That Welshman. Being in that mid 2000s Fantastic Four films. My apologies. He's not that old. He's 50 this year. I think he was better off reprise that role as Reed Richards than this Alex Hyde White. Don't know much about him. Sorry. The casting is a bit off to me. Rebecca Stab as Susan Storm, Invisible Woman. You got Jay Underwood. What the fuck is this? Oh my god! This film's going in the box office, man. They're too old for the role. I'm sorry. They're too old. They're too old for the role. Give me a break. Like Rebecca Scab. Don't know about her age. They're doing the younger version, but this is likely to be a flashback sequence. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god. You got Mercedes McNabb. Don't know. She might be a good Susan Storm. I think her notable role in her work appeared in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, and in the two Hatchet's films. But besides that, I think, and she's the she's the son of Bob McNabb, who's, if you don't know, he's Arsenal. If you follow it, but Mercedes McNabb has. I wish she be Susan Storm, not the younger version. Like Jay Underwood is Johnny Storm. You got Philip Van Dyke as the young Johnny Storm. The casting is off. I'm sorry, the casting is absolutely off. Michael Bradley Smith. Oh my! I'm repeating myself, man. It's Jesus Christ. The casting is off. I'm sorry, the casting is off. The budget's gonna be $1 million. They're gonna make less, man. This is the point. I feel like don't make another Fantastic Four film. I don't mind the mid 2000s films. You got like Chris Evans, who went on to stardom. Jessica Alba. What's his name? Michael Chiklis as the Thing. Ben Grime. He's called. And then you got Carl Gravalo. Like the CGI stuff was stupid in that film. You got Joseph Club as Victor Von Doom. Oh my God, this is. But I don't want to talk about it that much, man. This is going to suck. This is going to suck, dick, man. The casting is wrong. Like most of them are too old for the role. They're too fucking old. Like they can't get like a proper good. We're not going to get like a good Fantastic Four film. You know, like I prefer watching the mid 2000s films. They're not terrible, but not great. They're kind of like under okayish compared to the 2015 installment. That was absolute shit, man. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh, Owen Grufford. I wish they reprised his role, man. Like John Krasinski. Yeah, John Krasinski should like reprise his role like, as well. Like John Krasinski reprised the role. Like Kate Mara, no. Michael B. Jordan. I'm not going to get into the race card. I'm moving on. Don't know about Toby Kebbell. Like I said, I never seen that 2015 film. I think that sucked, man. That comes out 2025. It's absolute. Oh my God! This is disaster written all over it, man. Anyway, move on to the Avengers films, and this is my nitpick about this. Why this is rush. This is DCU rules all over it, man. They're kind of copying the DCU rule book, you know, rushing it. You know, this is Avengers Kang's Destiny. Save it to us. Save it for Phase 7 or Phase 8. Why are you doing it in Phase 6? Don't know. 2025, 2026. The whole Thanos thing worked because they kind of saved him for a bigger movie, and they did it in Infinity War. I'd rather just darn the Avengers reassemble. You got guys like characters like Kate Bishop reprise the role. You know, not reprise the role, like Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, Yelena, probably Carmella. Focus on the younger Avengers. And you got the old guard coming back like Bruce and Thor, because don't know. I've heard like Chris Hemsworth is taking a break because I think I heard something about dementia he had, or I don't know if he has dementia, but don't want to talk about it. But Kang's Destiny, this is like it's gonna have Jonathan Majors in it. This is rushed. I think those two movies are going to rush. Like I don't want to talk about it. Like this is back. This is reverse, man. I don't want to talk about it. May 2025. This is May 2026. Not going to talk about that. The Secret War. And it's just like, give me a break. This is rushed. I think my gut feeling that the two phases are going to be the worst. I think like this is going to be a 4. I hate to say that. I think this is going to be a 4. This is going to be a 4 between the first two phases. Not first two phases. Phase 5 and Phase 6. You know, I feel like it's just like they had a good established phases. Like Phase 1 was good. Phase 1 was the start, and then Phase 2 was fine. It was good. You had some good movies like Guardians 1, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Thor 2 was, I don't want to say bad, but it was just it was an average standard superhero film. Ant-Man was fun. Avengers was good, not great. Anyway, so Phase 3 was awesome. Phase 4 was good. Like I said, I didn't see all the films of Phase 4. I think 5 and 6 are going to be the weakest. You know, hope not, but fingers crossed. So anyway, that was my discussion about the MCU movies. And by the way, the MCU movie review series, I think this is going to be in the springtime. I'll put it it'll be in the springtime. So anyway, it's been almost 2 years. Anyway, let's talk about the TV shows. Been doing it for 44 minutes. I'm going to keep it short and simple. That's about the first show of 2023 for Marvel on Disney Plus. What If? I'll talk about the future movies in the future, but early 2023, no trailer is out yet. My gut feeling that this is likely to be in May. This is not May. I think this is likely to be April. Not God damn it. Sorry, it's very late, man. But not very late, but it's late. Trying to get my words out. I think this movie. God damn it. This is the problem. I hate doing these streams. Because sometimes I fuck up my words. You know, get that back. You know, if I do it, do an audio video, you can like do all get the get things get the let the get it out of your system and just redo. But there's no redos doing live streams anyway. So this show, this is likely to be March, I think. Don't think it's in February. I think it's too soon to put on February. I think 2022 was a rough year for MCU Marvel shows. Like Moon Knight was good. Miss Marvel was boring. It was disappointed. She-Hulk, yeah, the crap series finale. I think it's worse than Loki's one because Loki. We'll get to the Loki show shortly or later on, but the She-Hulk series finale was disappointed. I think people don't like it. For me personally, he has some good episodes I like, but yeah, I think it was a bit disappointed as well. But I hope like series 2 was good. Don't know what this is going to be all about. Like, fortunately, no Inshallah, unless they because Chadwick Boseman died. I hope most of the characters of the MCU, most of the actors and actresses reprise their roles. Instead of like Chris Evans and Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr. You got Lake Bell. No Thor because Chris Hemsworth's taking a break. I hope you're disappointed, but like I don't know who. Likely Jeffrey Wright. He was good as the Watcher. Is reprised his role. You got I don't know. I heard this is based on the Twilight Zone. This show, but you're gonna have what's his name? Hudson. Was it Thames? As he was good at him voicing Peter Parker. He sounds similar to Tom Holland. The one thing they really want to do is have Elizabeth Olsen reprise her role as Wanda Maximoff and do this do this thing instead of Wanda makes the Westview universe, was it? And instead she went on a fucking rampage. I think this is gonna be good. Hope they never do another fucking Ultron finale. Hope they focus on new stories. I think there's plenty of stories to go on about. They can create their own stories. They don't have to copying previous Marvel films. It can be creative. Anyway, you're not gonna have Chris Pratt reprising his role as Star-Lord, Peter Quill. I like the voice work of Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Don't know about Samuel L. Jackson reprising his role as Nick Fury. Hope they release the trailer. Don't know what stories they're going to do. My gut feeling, they're gonna recreate Endgames and Infinity War. I want to see recreate WandaVision in a different way. Like I said, what if Wanda did not make the what's it called, the Westview universe? WandaVision. She can turn fucking rogue and killing people. That'll be a good show. That'll be a good episode to watch of the second series. Ailey Atwell, as Captain Carter, hope she reprised her role. She was good in in the first series. Anyway, the only, and also another one's not coming back. Like I said, is Star-Lord and Tala, because Chadwick Boseman died. It's hard to find an actor match the voice tone of Boseman's character. Anyway, so yeah, I talked about briefly, but like I said, I don't know much about it because there's no information about what this series is going about. It's good. It's likely Jeffrey Wright's going to reprise his role as the Watcher. Hopes like Benedict Cumberbatch reprise his role as Doctor Strange. Like you're gonna have some new voice actors like Josh Keaton. I want to see Josh Keaton as Steve Rogers, Captain America. I think it's good for him, like matching the voice tone of Chris Evans, Captain America. So yeah, I'm talking about briefly because I don't know much about it. The Secret Invasion. So this is likely set up Avengers. Was it the Secret War? That'll be Phase 6. Actually, I was lying about the Thunderbolt movie. I think this will be Samuel Jackson's return to the MCU for the first time since Far From Home. He took a bit of a break. It says this show is filmed in London, Yorkshire, and Liverpool. If you're from America, if you don't know, or Canada, West Yorkshire is a county of the north of England. Anyway, so you got, like I said, we've got Samuel Jackson, Benedict Mendelsohn as Talos. Like, you got Maria Hill, played by Kobe Smulders. You got the characters coming back, appeared in the MCU in the past. You got Amelia Clarke as Abigail Brand. Abigail Brand. Much about this character. It's part of the X-Men. It's part of SWORD. Likely, this is a villain. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Emilia Clarke as a great example. Terminator 5 as Sarah Connor. Give me a break. Boy, it's just like really. You got Kingsley Ben Adir as Graphic, leader of the Skrulls. You got Olivia Colman as Sonia Falsworth. Yeah, you got Martin Freeman reprising his role as Everett Ross. Don Cheadle reprising his role as Rhodey Rhodes, War Machine. But yeah, this is set up the Avengers Secret Wars or the Secret Invasion. Not Secret Invasion. I think it's called the Secret Wars. It's called. That'll be 2024. But I want to see this show. I think it's got some potential. Probably do a second series. Don't know, because people gotta realize Samuel Jackson's not. He's not a spring chicken. He's 75 this year. I think if they're gonna do a second series, they got to do it fast. I don't see someone's gonna I don't see this cat's gonna get recast. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one, and we got Loki. This show, funny. I think if it's February to April, this is no. It's not. This is because what if it's not January? Because we're so far we're nearly at the end of January. This is likely to be February. I say February to April. I say this show, Secret Invasion, this is likely to be April to May. I think this is going to be boom, 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 boom. Loki, this is likely to be in the summertime, probably July, August, or June to July. I don't know. Let's talk about Loki, Series 2. I hope they do a good follow-up. I think the show was good, but the series finale was disappointed. Tom Hiddleston's coming back. Good. You got Gugu, Mabaiva, Royce, Ravonna, Renslayer. Renslayer was, you could say she was okay in the first series. Tara Strong as Miss Minutes, Owen Wilson. Finally, we got her as Mobius, Sophia DiMartino as Sylvie. You got the characters from the first series coming back. I think you need to focus on new characters. Yeah, seeing like Loki, Mobius don't recognize Loki. That was a good twist. But I can see Renslayer getting her comeuppance. This is no Nathaniel Phillips in this series because the first series introduced the character. I think like I hope 2023 shows are good. I think after 2022, you could tell like not all Marvel Disney Plus shows are going to be a smash hit. You got the main characters. I don't know if they still continue off this whole fake TVA thing or they focus on the next one. Don't know. 6 episodes. Boy, why? I don't know, man. You had 6 episodes in the last series. That was in June. Actually, the summer was good for me, because watching Loki plus Euro 2020 or 2021. But I still watched Loki, man. It's still a good show. Hope they had a good follow up, a good story. Glad they kept the characters in the show. I don't know Sylvie. I think my gut feeling like Sylvie's character her arc is done, but at the same time, I think I want to see her. Is glad she's coming back. See what I could see her and Loki going back together. Be on the same page, and hope we had a good series finale than the last one. So this is likely to be February. Well, no, it'll be March. It'll be somewhere in the springtime because what if this is going to be February to April? This is likely to be May to June. And until I watch the trailer, Ironheart. Let's talk about Ironheart. No, I think this is based on Iron Man. I don't know. I'm gonna talk about briefly about it. You got Dominic Thorne as Riri Williams Ironheart. She's an MTI student, inventor, armor rivals. That rival, the one built by Tony Stark. You can tell like this is like another Iron Man. I don't think it's a ripoff to Iron Man. I don't know. Don't know much about the character. You got Anthony Ramos as Parkin Robbins, the Hood. I don't know what to compare him to. The Hood. The Hood. He's not Robin Hood. Like I said, I'm taking it briefly talking about briefly because I don't know much about the characters. It's like, it's new to me. People say, "Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this type of live stream?" Because I want to talk about it, just get my opinions on it. This is like 2022. This is likely to be October. This is October. Don't know how many episodes it's going to be. And I don't know, maybe September. I think this is September, October time slot. I don't know. This Ironheart show. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, man. Like I said, I don't know much about it. Next one I'm gonna talk about Echo. Wrong show. I think they should have done a second series of Hawkeye. Because you got no Haley Steinfeld. I call it Kaylee instead of Haley. My apologies. When I review Hawkeye in November, December of 2021. You got Alequa Cox as Maya Lopez. She was I don't know. I was confused in the Hawkeye show because she's not the main villain. She's the one to kill Wilson. And now we got Wilson. Yeah, we got Wilson Frisk, played by Vincent D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio was a good. I kind of like Daredevil and Hawkeye. He was good, despite he's only appeared in the series finale. But I knew they're not going to kill them off. That'd be fucking stupid. Charlie Cox replaced his role as Matt Murdock, Daredevil. This show is just setting up the Daredevil show we're going to talk about shortly. You can tell this character is moving away from the tracksuit mafia. Most of them are just shrink. They're not dead. They kind of shrink. They're in jail. I think they're focused on you got. I think that's it. Maya Lopez, Matt Murdock, Wilson Frisk. You got Sack. Was it McCallum as William Lopez? This must be a flashback sequence in this. Anyway, I don't know, man. I think they should have done a Hawkeye second series 2 instead of, hey, let's do Echo. Her character is deaf. She might be a good villain. She might be a good anti-hero, but besides that, this is going to flop. This is just setting up the Daredevil show. And moving on to the next. This is late 2023. Another show should be either get rid of Echo and just do Hawkeye series 2. I think Jerry Remmer said in an interview he's on board and pitched. I think he's on board of a second series of the show, but unfortunately, it's never going to happen. Okay, moving on to the show. Agatha and the Coffin of Chaos. Catherine Hahn reprised her role as Agatha Harkness. She was good in WandaVision. Know much about her. I think probably This is gonna be a fun show. No cast to be confirmed. No casting. It's just Catherine Hahn. My apologies, as Agnes, Agatha Hahn, Agatha, and the Coven of Chaos. This is gonna be good. I think this is a potential fun show to watch. This is late 2023. This is likely to go into the start of 2024. Like I said, know much about it. Just Catherine Hahn and Deborah Jo Rupp. Was it 2022? As Sharon Davis, Miss Hart. Oh yeah. She appeared in WandaVision as the boss's wife, Vision's boss from WandaVision. I don't think most of the characters are back in that show. Like Norm. You can tell the show is it's a sequel follow up to WandaVision. But we're not getting the second series of WandaVision, man. Disappointed because that show was really good. But Agatha Hahn, I think she could probably, I don't know, her role's gonna be confusing. This show's revolve around her, and I don't know. This is likely to be December to January time. 9 episodes. This is a gamble because She-Hulk was 9 episodes. That was failed. You gotta be very careful doing 9 episodes because sometimes 9 episodes, the only 2 good Marvel shows on Disney Plus, lived up the hype, or was WandaVision and What If. Anyway, so let's move on to the final, basically the final show I'm going to talk about of the stream. It's getting fucking late. It's Daredevil Born Again. This is likely, you could tell a reboot from the Netflix show that was really good. You can tell my girlfriend they're going to tone it down a little bit because you watched the Daredevil show from Netflix. That was violent. Likely this is going to have Charlie Cox, coming back as Daredevil. Probably Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Frisk. Likely, I don't think they're gonna have Foggy and Karen Page into the show. I think they're gonna have Jessica Henwick's gonna reprise her role as Colleen Wing because it's likely they're not gonna do a Iron Fist show reboot or remake or revival because that show I think did not live up the hype. I don't mind the show. I don't mind the show. But I think it wasn't bad. It was okayish. I think other shows like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Daredevil were better shows. I haven't seen Punisher. I never got a chance to see that. I hope they do a Jessica Jones revival. I like Kristen Richter as Jessica Jones. Like that was a good show, but I don't see her coming. I don't see the character going into the MCU. Like we got Frisk in the MCU, Daredevil in the MCU. Like we're gonna have Jessica Henwick in the MCU. I heard the speculations they're gonna do the Shang-Chi remake. Not remake, a sequel. My apologies. And Finn Jones reprises his role as Danny Rand as Iron Fist. I could see Jessica Jones coming into the MCU. I like the show. People don't like the second series, but I like the second series. I think it was good. It's on. I think it's on Disney Plus. I don't know. So I think that's it. 1 second. Are they doing Shang-Chi? Shang. No, I don't think they're doing it. I don't know, man. I think they are. No, they didn't. I thought they'd do. I see the poster of, Vin Jones reprising his role as Danny Rand. I don't know. I thought they did. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this stream up. So hope you enjoy it, folks. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube for more wrestling videos and more. You have to wait a little bit longer for the return of the MCU movie review series, probably February or March. Don't know. It's one or the other. So anyway, folks, I'm out. Peace. Click the wrong button.